Alright guys, we have another game here. This time we have English against Trushi. Hill and Dale here. This is an interesting match. This is an interesting match, but first let's present the players. In the color yellow, it is Ezra 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And in the color red, it is Myriad, playing as the English. And yeah, I didn't say Eris, I played as Trushi. Oh my god, what kind of introduction is this? This is an interesting match. It's a very defensive... Like, it's a very good map for English, I believe. Like, for one thing, they can go the 2 TC king, can put the second TC here next to the deer, which basically doesn't force them to, you know, make farms and then go castle. Because, you know, sometimes berries is just not enough, depending on the amount of sheep that you gather. So having like the second town center here, or even here, and then you can push the deer. The thing is, you can go for a really fast castle here. And the reason why this is important is because you have seen Trushi's Legacy a lot these days. They're quite fast with their timings on the castle age. They're quite fast. They tend to like it's around minute 6, between 5 something 6. They are already age up. Like, and because they build so fast. Like, there are a number of reasons why Trushi's Legacy is so good for fast castle. First, their landmark costs less. Right, so they cost less resources. Second, they have meditation gardens, which is instantly extra resources for them. In this map, usually you may want to be a little bit aggressive and maybe like put it here to gather gold and potentially the stone as well and some wood. So, like, even if you do that, I don't think English is gonna be denying those. So, meditation gardens, obviously another big reason why you can go castle age so fast. The first one I mentioned is you have a discount for going into the next age because you are in the Tang Dynasty, right? So that's one thing. I think I need to change this. Yeah, there you go. Change the point of view. There you go. 340 and 170, and obviously in the next age is also faster. And the third reason is they build really fast. Like this guys, like they know how to build. They know how to build. That's for sure. That's why they have such a crazy timing with the castle age. It's one of, I think it's even faster than HRE. Or even, maybe the same, but HRE already had the fastest timing for aging up, which is great for them because they can just go for Reckness and gather the relics and, you know, all HRE stuff. They tend to stay in the Feudal age a little bit longer now. Look at this meditation gardens, very, very conservative. Now he's rushing it with 4. Usually you don't really want to build with a lot of units when you want to go fast castle. So you can gather resources and eventually this will get finished. You are not really in a hurry to age up. That's one of the reasons. But you know you have gold, stone, food and a little bit of wood. Looks like he didn't gather the wood here. So it's still good. It's still not a bad spot. Not a bad spot for sure. Meanwhile, Myriad just taking his time with Abbey of Kings, just with 2 villagers, already gathering enough resources for that second town center. Gonna be having a time as England, and I mean, the time is just really hard, you know. Like, Trushi's gonna age up. It's gonna get some knights. The good thing is you have the king, so you can harass a little bit. Now there is another build I saw Vortex was making. It's about going for the king and going for some horsemen, where you can actually harass your opponent. And sometimes what happens is because you only have one king, the opponent doesn't really make units. So at most you can use force and outpost, and that's it. But when you have like a couple of horsemen or 3, then you're forcing him to make units. Like you have to make spearmen. Like you cannot just have 3 horsemen around here just poking at you the whole time. You have to deal with them. And what happens is because you get behind, you stop producing the horsemen, and then you... What happened to the mining camp? Did he just delete it? I mean, that makes sense if... That makes sense if you want to put the town center here, but... Oh god. Maybe a little bit of a misplay here. Anyway, happens to the best. Happens to the best. So what happens is you may want to put a couple of horsemen or 3, and then force your opponent to go spearman. Now, I don't know if that's gonna work with against this. You can already tell, like, Myriad is just halfway there to the base, and Ersa is already building a Shaolin monastery. I know you can build it, guys. I know you're procrastinating, you don't like your job, but you gotta build it. There you go. Shaolin monastery with 7 villagers. And there's very little the king can do. Very, very little. He's gonna be trying to poke here and there. Just try to be a little bit annoying. Oh, looks like this villager didn't have enough space to garrison. Very nice pick for the king. Very, very nice pick. Now, the good thing about getting those horsemen out is that you can heal them. So if you micro them well, even if the opponent makes spearmen, you should be able to take them down if you micro well. Easier said than done, but obviously you can heal your units and you shouldn't be losing those. And then you can just go the 2TC and Castle Age. Now against Sushi, I don't know if that will work, because at this point he already have knights. So what are you gonna do with horsemen? Like, you have to make spearmen. Walls coming up for Myriad here. I have an easy wall here. The king obviously is extremely annoying. Just can't heal itself. Can just poke here and there, and eventually we'll get a villager or 2. One of the best units in the game, actually. And Lancers are already coming here. Looks like Myriad already walling some relics. And let's see which relic it's Ersa going for first. This is gonna be a little bit greedy. It's gonna be for the one next to Myriad's base. That's gonna actually be the case, to be honest. It is. It is. It's gonna be really greedy. Nice blocking by Ersa. Gonna be forcing that villager to go back, and now you have a knight in your base. This is gonna be really annoying. Now, he doesn't have +1 range armor, so he's gonna be taking a decent amount of damage from that town center. So you still gotta be careful. You don't want to take a lot of damage, but it's definitely gonna be very annoying. Very, very annoying. Myriad may be able to come back home with the king, but I feel like he's already too far. He might as well just, you know, bother the villagers. Lancer coming here. Oh my god, another villager without garrisoning. Looks like he's gonna lose it. Now he's taking a lot of damage from that town center. Oh no, this is very bad for Myriad. Now he's still ahead, don't get me wrong. The king goes down here by a Lancer. A single knight. Look at all the trouble that a single knight has caused. 3 dead villagers. Plenty of idle time. And potentially the king died because Myriad wasn't paying attention here. So that really paid off. A single Lancer arriving at the right time. Looks like Ersa is gonna go for a second TC or even a third one at this point. Does he have the Jiangnan Tower? Not yet. Not yet. Jiangnan Tower coming soon. Looks like he does have 1 relic coming home. I don't know if he has another one. 2 relics. Gonna be gathering a 3rd one, and I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for a 4th one. Myriad still very far away from the castle age. He's halfway there. So it's gonna be hard to deny those relics. He only denied 1 here. But that's about it. This relic is gonna be gathered no matter what. It's just the way it's gonna be. It's gonna be a tough one for Myriad. Because may Chushi be like even in one town center for some time. And he's gonna go for more town centers now, and he's just gonna be really behind with other relics. Especially like if this game goes longer, you want to have those relics back home. It's just gonna be really good for you. Looks like walls are working very good for Myriad. And he's gonna go for the King's Palace. I like that choice, to be honest. I like that choice because he knows Shuji is, even if he doesn't know about the relics, which even if he doesn't know about the town centers, which he does know, he just scouted this. Like the fact that he's with 4 relics, potentially 5 in the future. Like you're already behind for the meantime. Like you need a bonus here. And King's Palace makes perfect sense because you're not in any shape or form in danger of dying. Like the opponent only have a single Lancer. He's being a little bit greedy. You know, not having any units, gathering relics, going for 2 TC. I don't know if he's gonna go for a 3rd one, and maybe he's waiting for the stomp to passively gather here. Looks like he didn't. He got the wood, a little bit of wood. 25 gold stone a minute. Eventually, he will be able to get a 2nd town center, a 3rd town center. Sorry. Looks like it's gonna be a 2nd one, which is huge. Like Myriad is in 3 TC. He may not have relics, but they do have. He have 3 TCs, and his economy is gonna be really good in the next few minutes. Meanwhile, Ersa is only on 2 TC. I feel like if he just go 3 TCs, it's just gonna be fine. Like it's just the safest thing to do. Maybe Ersa pretty much assumed he was gonna go for the White Tower. That could be the case. It's like, yeah, I can stay in 2, but not anymore. Not anymore. You need to go for a 3rd one here. Or you need to do damage. And he doesn't have the army to do that yet. He's slowly just building his army. Looks like Myriad will be able to get this relic. At least 1 single relic for Myriad. Doesn't look that bad. Monastery. Coming soon. He may be able to protect this. Let's see if the monk arrives on time. That's a big question. That's a big question. So it looks like it's gonna be horseman and crossbow for Ersa. Interesting choice. Couple of free tribunes. Remember the Jiangnan Tower gives you 3 military units for each production building you make. If you make a stable, you get a horseman. You get an archer range, you get a tribune. This thing has emplacements? No emplacement thing yet. It's like Ersa is waiting to have a decent mask. He just doesn't have enough units. He's very well safe. He's very safe in his base. He's gonna go for a market to sell probably some gold. Looks like this relic is gonna be grabbed by Myriad. There you go. Monk already here, and I don't feel like Ersa wants to compete with this relic. Like Night Raid coming for the back, and I already have the small farm transition happening. Slow but steady. Oh no, looks like the monk went down. No relic for Myriad for the time being. Gonna be trying to take down that wall, but crossbows are already here. Now remember, these guys don't heal. They just punch you in the face with a with the staff. They don't heal, so that would be too OP, I guess. It looks like Myriad is gonna be switching to Spearman Longbow, wooden army, but very very strong Longbows. Probably one of the units that you can get away without building crossbows if you have enough numbers. Like you can use that gold for knights. Knights and Longbows is a very nice combo. Like you can use your gold for knights and use the wood for Longbows, and you can have a good time. I have Dali horses yet. No Dali horses yet for Ersa. So this guy's not gonna be having extra attack speed. Now the English also have the same upgrade, to be honest. It's called Network of Castles. You just need to put an outpost somewhere, and it's not only gonna be the knights, it's gonna be everyone here. But you know, eventually the English will transition into an infantry only composition, which they're very good at, just because of the Longbows and the man-at-arms. Eventually he may want to switch to man-at-arms because they have the ironclad armor. But I don't know, in the late game it feels like infantry now has been like unnecessarily nerfed. I don't know what you think about it. Like university upgrades, elite army tactics used to be very good before. And now it's kind of... it's not as good. It's not as good. I feel like they shouldn't change it. I just leave it like it was before, and I think if things will be fine. Let's see what the devs are cooking now, but this is a huge army. 37 military units. A nest of bees coming soon for Ersa. He needs to do some damage because look at the villager count. It's starting slow but steady. Getting out of control. Looks like this villager won't be able to finish that outpost. Like as an English... like whenever you have the chance, you should always fight under your outpost. Like you should never take a fight without an outpost unless you're sure like you're gonna completely win the fight. It's just such a nice buff. 20% attack speed for all your units it's a huge buff for the English. You cannot fight against the English under those outposts. That's why Network of Citadels got nerfed. Got from 20% attack speed to 30. Sorry, 40% attack speed to 30% attack speed. So that's a huge nerf, to be honest. It's like the king will go down. No more healing for these units. Myriad thinking about a transition for man-at-arms. And he does have all the eco upgrades. Must be feeling really good about himself at the moment. 3 town centers. Playing the English. Already securing some gold here. Not really with a keep, but at least with an army. So he should be feeling pretty good about himself. Meanwhile, farm transition. About to finish stone walls here. Looks like he doesn't want any raid by any chance. And still in 2 TCs. At this point in the game, I don't think it's gonna pay off to go for a third one. Like, if he had done that before, things would have been very different. The thing is, he doesn't know which landmark Myriad went for. He just doesn't know about it. More outposts coming here. So eventually you will have a huge Wi-Fi network all over the map, which you never want against the English. They always want to fight under these conditions where they have the extra attack speed, and it feels like you want to win the fight, and somehow you feel like, why am I losing? Like, why are my fights going like this? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. It is a network, guys. It is a network of castles. It's just such a good buff for any kind of fight. Villagers being very lucky at this moment. It's gonna be rushing this wall. Unfortunately, there is an opening here. Keep gets cancelled here. Ersa tried to secure the goal at the front. A couple of nests of bees. Gotta be careful not to lose them. They are in the front line. Pulls back the nest of bees. The body block as the crossbows are already here. And meanwhile, Ersa doesn't have the military numbers. If those Nest of Beasts don't get dealt with, those Longbows mass is just gonna be gone. But look at the Longbows. They're taking down the Nest of Beasts. Oh my god. Keep trying to go up for Ersa, but I don't think it's gonna go up. What's up with those man-at-arms? There's so much armor. Oh my god. Keep gets cancelled here, and in the meantime, Myriad says, if you don't mind, I'm gonna put mine at, here. He does have the stone to do that. Actually, he can go Imperial. I mean, he can just sell some gold and put a Berkshire here. Not gonna be putting a keep yet. Actually, it's gonna be here. Interesting choice. Maybe he's like, he's afraid of getting trebuchets, and you cannot do nothing about it. That may be it. It's like, you know what? I'm just gonna put my army here to deny the gold, and I'm gonna put another keep here, which is big. So only 2 big gold veins here, and Berkshire in the middle. Looks like that's why he put the keep next to it. Now this map is really interesting because you need to go out to get the gold. You can already tell Ersa is a little bit, you know, in trouble regarding the gold. Like the only thing that is saving him at this moment is the fact that he has 4 relics. I guess gonna see the Berkshire. And I don't think he's gonna be able to stop it, to be honest. Myriad's already here with the army. He's losing quite a lot of villagers here, which doesn't matter when you're on 3 TCs. And the problem is these guys, extra attack speed, super tanky. And Berkshire almost there. It's like villagers going down. Maybe the Berkshire is not gonna go up. Berkshire is not gonna go up, guys. And Myriad lost quite a significant lead on the villager count that he had. I mean, he already gathered a lot of resources. How tanky these man-at-arms are. Like, oh, these are Juggernautes. These are not crossbows. Well, you have... Oh, it's only 3 crossbows. No wonder, like... I feel that's an issue with the game. Like, you need to distinguish who's the crossbow, who's the Juggernaut. Like, without zooming in. Like, there are 3 crossbows here. It's like Fang Wally. Good luck. Because they look the same. Oh god. Oh god. And with that, Ersa loses access to gold here in the middle. Another keep here, so the only keeps that he have are here at the west. Is Myriad gonna be fast enough? He's already sending some villagers, so he's gonna spot out the villagers that are trying to build a keep. No trap so far, he doesn't have the wood for it. But with that Berkshire, it's just gonna be really hard for him. Take a look at his vision. That's the worst vision you can have at this moment. Like, I'm sure, I think almost everyone can relate a Berkshire like next to your base. Like, it's just so annoying. It's just extremely annoying. Deletes the wall. Gotta be careful here. Gonna build a wall again, otherwise it's gonna be trouble here in this base. Looks like Ersa managed to get away with building a keep here. Unfortunately, this outpost may go up, and that's gonna be annoying. Villagers going through the front door. If you don't mind, I'm gonna gather some gold. He does have a lot of food. He can sell some food to get some extra gold. Prices are really good at the moment. Can just go Imperial as well. He doesn't need too much gold to age up. Problem is he doesn't have an immediate advantage. Like, these guys have enclosure, so it's basically like these guys read the book Think and Grow Rich, and they just get money out of nowhere from those farms. Monodams are already elite. This Myriad has no university yet, so no elite army tactics coming for him. But he does have a good economy. Can put a university and get all those upgrades really fast. 3 traps already here. And Imperial Age goes for Ersa. But unfortunately, like, it's really not much he can do at the moment. Those are elite units, except the Spearman. Longbows are elite, crossbows are elite units. I don't think it's gonna be enough. Berkshire, it's just around the corner, so he's gonna be getting quite a lot of damage here. And Ersa taps out. There's no way he can take this game back. We'll play, guys. We'll play. Hope you enjoyed this match. And if you do, I see you in the next one.